you are ruminating on a relationship and your mind is trying to work some things out. Yes? Yes. Okay. Enjoy that stage. And now she finds, like many of us, when we end relationships, that you start replaying things, right? You start replaying what was theirs, what was mine, what would I say, what was unsaid, what did I say not so skillfully, what would I like closure on, what would I not, what, like there's just a lot of metabolizing that's going to come up as we sort of change gears. Things that I have found really helpful. Journaling has been helpful. Writing this person a million letters can be really helpful. Putting the words, like meeting that need for self-expression, meeting that need to get it out of your mind and onto paper so that you can see it and relate with it as a different object, so that it's not only in your energetic self, can be very grounding. To the degree that you leave it all swirling in your mind, it stays in an energetic form and your attention system is going to keep trying to capture all of it. And to free up some of that focus and attention, writing it somewhere, saying it to somebody, is a way of taking that material and putting it somewhere other than in you. It also gives you a way of relating to it as an object as opposed to as a part of yourself. So there's probably wisdom in all of the ruminating. And I would want to extract what really mattered to me here. And the ruminating is a strategy to meet a need, often for understanding, for clarity, for orientation, for locating myself, for self-trust. Sometimes sometimes the ruminating is a way of blocking us from grieving. Because if I can keep staying with it in my mind, I don't need to feel the loss because I'm holding on to something still. So allowing myself to feel into the loss, allowing myself to feel into the emptiness, allowing myself to feel into the helplessness, allowing myself to feel into the sadness, can also sometimes, letting those feelings actually come up and be felt, will often turn down the amount of rumination. If those were driving it. And then just reminding yourself of the reasons why you decided to leave, of the vision that you have for the relationship you're actually seeking, the vision that you have for the kind of person you want to be in the relationship, really holding on to what it is that you value and that you're taking a stand for, to help you get through this stage of transition and grief and loss. Play a little bit with, what would it be like to have a page of, if I had a magic wand and I could change you, this is what I would change you into. I would make you so heart opened and empathic that every time I got reactive, you were able to just lean in and say, it looks like you're feeling blah, blah, blah. How can I help? Every time that you expressed pain to me, or I expressed pain to you, that you were able to empathize with my pain and help me level up into the kind of person that I'm actually trying to be. Like, write out what you would have loved to receive that you didn't receive. That part seriously. There are things you would have liked to have changed about him. Yeah. Write them down. I want to be with somebody who doesn't turn things around on me all the time. I want to be, whatever it is, I'm making stuff up, right? I want to be with somebody who can sit down on the couch and say, wow, I have such an impulse right now to run away and I'm going to stay. I need a few minutes to just connect with myself. That's what I want. That's what I long for. We're going to have stuff coming up in relationships. Do we have the skills and capacities to help one another with it? Right? And I get to be a work in progress. I don't have to be perfectly formed before I have a right to a loving relationship. I don't have to have every skill in place before I can have a loving relationship. And you get to make a list of all of the ways you wish he had been different.